Is Samsung about to give us one of the best value phones of 2025? If you're someone who wants high-end features without spending a fortune, then the upcoming Galaxy S25 FE might be worth watching closely. While Samsung hasn't officially launched it yet, leaks and reports have given us a pretty clear picture of what to expect, and it looks like they've packed in quite a lot for what's expected to be a more affordable phone. First, let's talk about design. The Galaxy S25 FE is expected to be thinner than the previous model, following the design trend we've seen in the rest of the Galaxy S25 lineup. Although it won't be as slim as the Galaxy S25 Edge, it will likely feel more sleek and modern in the hand. The display is expected to be a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate, which should make scrolling, gaming, and videos feel smooth. There's even talk that Samsung might boost the brightness to 2600 nits, just like the other Galaxy S25 models. That would mean you could use the phone comfortably even in direct sunlight. Now for performance, this is where Samsung might cut a few corners to keep the price down. Instead of using the top-of-the-line Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, the Galaxy S25 FE will likely come with the Exynos 2400 or MediaTek Dimensity 9400 chip. The Exynos 2400 is a slightly slower version of the same chip used in the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus in most markets outside the United States, Canada, and China. It's not as powerful or energy efficient as the Snapdragon 8 Elite, but it should still handle most apps and games pretty well. In terms of battery, don't expect a change from last year. The Galaxy S25 FE is expected to stick with a 4700 mAh battery, the same size as in the Galaxy S24 FE, but since the previous model already delivered great battery life, this isn't really a downside. And yes, 25-watt fast charging is expected to return, which isn't the fastest out there, but still gets the job done. Moving to the cameras, there could be a small upgrade up front. The new model might feature a 12-megapixel front-facing camera. It's unclear if it's the same sensor as in the flagship Galaxy S25 or a lower-cost version like in the Galaxy A56, but either way, you should still get solid selfies and video calls. On the back, we might see the same triple camera setup as last year, a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and an 8-megapixel zoom lens capable of 3x to 30x zoom. What if your phone screen could take the stress of being folded 500,000 times and still work like it's brand new? That's exactly what Samsung is promising with its upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7. And no, this isn't just another wild claim. Samsung is backing it up with real testing, verified by a third party. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 uses a foldable OLED panel made by Samsung Display, and according to them, this screen can endure more than 500,000 folds. That's 2.5 times better than the durability of the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which was already rated to survive at least 200,000 folds. Think about it, 500,000 folds means the phone can last over 10 years if you're an average user folding it about 100 times a day. Even if you're someone who opens and closes the phone 200 times a day, it should easily give you 6 years of use. Now, that's impressive. This major durability upgrade didn't happen by accident. Samsung redesigned the internal structure of the old screen, and they took inspiration from bulletproof glass. Yes, bulletproof glass. The new panel now comes with a 50% thicker ultra-thin glass layer, which is basically the see-through protective layer that sits on top of the old screen. Along with that, they've added a very flexible adhesive that allows the screen to bend smoothly without putting too much pressure on any one point. They also included a titanium support plate at the back. Titanium is lighter and stronger than steel, which helps in reducing the overall weight while also improving how well the screen can absorb and spread out impact. So if you accidentally press too hard or drop the phone while it's half folded, the screen can now handle it way better than before. And it's not just Samsung saying this. The durability test was conducted by Bureau Veritas, a trusted inspection and certification firm based in France, their engineers folded the phone continuously for 13 days at a steady temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, which is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The test confirms that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 screen can take 500,000 folds and still keep working like normal. That gives Samsung an edge over many Chinese smartphone brands that have been promoting similar numbers, but mostly based on their own in-house testing. So when Samsung says 500,000 folds, it's not just marketing, it's verified. In fact, most foldable phones from Chinese brands quote durability numbers that are not independently tested. That's why Samsung's results feel more dependable. They didn't just make the claim, they asked an outside company to confirm it. What if I told you Samsung just pulled off something no one really expected in India, and it only took 48 hours? That's right, the new Galaxy Z Flip 7, the more affordable Flip 7 FE, and the Galaxy Z Fold 7 just broke pre-order records in the country, and we're not talking about some random jump in numbers. Samsung actually matched the pre-orders of its flagship Galaxy S25 series earlier this year. That's a massive win, especially in a market where foldable phones were once seen as luxury toys. So how did these devices suddenly gain this much traction? Let's break it down. First off, Samsung didn't just refresh the design, they upgraded everything. These foldables are slimmer, smoother, and noticeably faster. The Flip 7 and Flip 7 FE offer a sleek design that feels more compact, but still manages to bring a bigger display to the table. On the other hand, the Fold 7 continues to push boundaries with its larger inner screen and refined performance. In a world where people are getting tired of the same old smartphone slabs, Samsung's foldables now offer something fresh, and clearly that's resonating with buyers. In just 2 days, Samsung confirmed it received 210,000 pre-orders in India. That's huge, especially when you realize how competitive the market is. Chinese brands like Motorola, OnePlus, Oppo, Tecno, and Vivo have already flooded the shelves with their own foldables. But Samsung's brand power, after-sales support, and premium software experience seem to be giving it a major edge. Now, let's talk about pricing, because this is usually where people hesitate, but not this time. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE starts at 89,999 Indian rupees, which is around 1,040 for US dollars. The standard Flip 7 goes for 109,999 Indian rupees, or approximately 1,277 US dollars. And if you want the ultimate foldable experience, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 comes in at 174,999 Indian rupees, roughly 2,031 US dollars. That's definitely on the expensive side, but Samsung is sweetening the deal by offering a free storage upgrade during the pre-order window. That little bonus might be one of the reasons so many people jumped in early. It's interesting to remember where Samsung started in the foldable space. The first Galaxy Fold came out in early 2019, and by 2021, they were shipping 10 million foldable phones worldwide.